at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, I'm free at last.
Ooh.
Amen, sister.
You know, like
Wee.
freedom is so good.
Yes.
Well,
It's so good.
We're gonna talk about something in just a minute about a single mom who has literally transformed every area of her life.
My gosh, wait till you
Wow.
hear about that.
Wait till you hear
That's
about
what
this
we're
story.
going to talk about
We have
on
to
Coffee
wait?
with Ken. Nope. Not very long. Here we go.
Fine.
Welcome to Coffee with Ken. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We are here with Ken Brown. He's CEO of Destiny Global. Butch McCracken is in the house, and he's general manager. And I am Dr. April Brown, executive vice president of coaching here at Destiny Global. And we're so glad to have you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk about that. Like, what does freedom mean to you? And we have clients who have experienced freedom and gone through some of the most amazing transformation. We have one in particular that just keeps coming up in our conversations pretty regularly lately. And
Well, it's her and her son. And really, if you look at the extended family and her brother and sister-in-law who brought her here, and just watch her life go from a place of chaos and disorder. I remember seeing her the first time we were in Pensacola at the hotel at the event, which is First Steps to Success. If you don't know this event, you will by the end of this. But let me tell you something. To see where she was and where she's at right now is unbelievable. Do you know who this person is?
You want to tell me?
Iris.
Oh, Alvarado.
Iris
yes.
Alvarado. That is correct.
Yes,
And her
amazing
brilliant
story.
son.
It's so inspiring. It is such an inspiring story. Like every time I hear just little pieces or I see her posting about things, it's just really, really inspiring. But really, like, how do we get that lasting, like, freedom? We may get a breakthrough in like one area, but really, like, how do we get those breakthroughs that lead to a lasting freedom? And we've seen that in so many clients, but definitely this story
is just unreal.
Like really shows us how those little changes and continuing to do the things that help you get those changes, who you're hanging around, who you're listening,
Exactly.
what training you're getting, what
Exactly.
skills you're getting along the way to get those lasting breakthroughs continually.
And
Well,
I
her-
think it's, you know, a lot of times we associate a struggle or something that's holding us back as isolated. It's just this. Well, no, it's not. Because guess what? It has anchors that are holding everything else in your life back. But you don't see them because you're so focused on this one and only this one. So when you have that breakthrough of the only one, it lifts those anchors up.
It exposes them too, and then you can so you know, if you think about Iris, she's gone to, and Iris, by the way, we were talking about you. Yes, it's true, because you have an amazing story, and your son as well. But when we look at where you were, right, and we were thinking back to that time, and we sat down and talked to you, and it was at the hotel in Pensacola before the First Steps event at Tim and Angela's church, and you were sharing about where you were headed and what you were doing and how hard things were. And I remember that, just like it was yesterday. And now I read your posts and obviously communicate with you directly and talk to you at events live. But the fact that you have not only overcome them, the fact is you started by digging to the root of what it was. And people that had declared things over you, that you broke them off and you declared the opposite. Someone telling you you're not going to be successful and you declaring you are. Someone declaring you're not going to be fit, and now you declaring you are, as Butch talking about. You literally broken off anchor upon anchor upon anchor, and it started with chasing the fruit to the root and declaring victory over the very thing that people had spoken against you.
And forgiving those.
Yeah.
Spoke that over you.
Yeah, that's always a powerful step.
It is very much so. And it's literally resulted in a transformation for her, working for somebody else, being dependent on them as a single mom, being, you know, hours being reduced. To now she's got her own restaurant. Your own restaurant.
It's like just that in and of itself, just that result to know. And thinking of that as a single mom, as so many single moms can think that can't happen for me. Just the thought in our society
Mm-hmm.
of being a single mom creates an idea of a statistic
It does.
Yeah.
of what that looks like, not only for you, but for your children.
It does.
Yeah.
And being raised by a single mom, that was definitely something that has to be broken off, has to, like, know that that's not a limit that has to stay with you.
Right.
And it becomes contagious because you're inspiring other single moms. So she was doing that. Dallas Cohen's,
Yeah.
take that on herself. Dallas, you've done a fantastic job of declaring victory over your life as well. But Iris took this to a completely different level, and watching this spill over into her son. And at the last event, so we do at First Steps to Success before the event. And by the way, you're going to hear about this at the one in April 12th through the 14th in Albuquerque. Is we're going to be training the young people so that the night before, on Thursday night before everything starts, we actually do something called for the next gen and actually equip them to start their own businesses. And so Iris' son had attended, and
the last time that
we did
it, and Carmen really led that to
she did.
To help them to know how to start a business. He took that information from that one that we are now giving at this next event in Albuquerque, but that one that he attended, he applied this.
Got coaching, got individual coaching. Carmen took out time and really invested in him and took it to the next level. And now he wanted to own vending machines and have them in places. He learned how to negotiate. He actually acquired vending machines, has them up and running and making money. And taking a portion of that and giving to the poor, the widow and the orphan at King's Ransom. And
So
watching everything and just watching the whole home elevate. It is unbelievable.
Yeah. She told me that her son, who's 11, insists on paying his own way to the events.
Well,
and taking that on.
Like, can you imagine that anyone who's watching this might be a single mom or might be a mom? It's just like, maybe, married and have kids that are that age of 11, 12, wherever, 13, 14, 15, and thinking like, man, especially in this day and age, to where if you don't know by now that kids who go to college are not guaranteed a job anymore.
Right.
That's correct.
Where you would have been guaranteed a job by going to college.
Your chances went up considerably, especially if you did well.
Exactly. But now that's not the case.
That's right.
You have to have skills. Not every company even looks at that anymore. You have to have experience. You have to have skills and demonstrate those skills. And so because that's a lot of book knowledge, half the time that going to college is a lot of book knowledge, but not application knowledge. And so really having those skills and getting those skills at such a young age. What mom would not want that? We've seen this with our kids. You've seen it with your kids. Like, to get this training that is not taught in colleges. It is not taught in elementary school.
It's not taught anywhere
high school,
other than at Destiny
college.
Global at the Next Gen events at the level and depth. We're at breaking down how to start a business, how to grow your business, how to attract clients. I mean, we teach it to adults as well, but when you're teaching it to young people, there's something beautiful about it because they just approach it with a pure perspective of, I can do this, and guess what they do? They do it.
Yeah. They're not tainted with the failures. They're not tainted, as we grow our repertoire of experience. Sometimes it's definitely a good thing, but sometimes it hinders us, and we have to break through it. And the young generation, when they realize it, they're not hindered by those experiences.
And they're not. The truth is, Butch, they're not, because they don't apply things in the failures and bring them over today. And so we have to declare victory, that we are victors and we can do the same things, right? We watch our clients do it every single day.
Yeah.
Because you're declaring victory over the very things that were spoken over you, for the very beliefs that you have, because you have to change your mindset.
Yeah.
That's right.
And a lot of that starts with forgiving yourself for past failures. You keep dragging the stinking wagon. What is this saying? You're bringing yesterday's clouds over today's sunshine. Stop it. Don't do that. Today is a new day. When you woke up this morning, the blessings are new for this day. Let's get going.
That's right.
Yesterday is done.
Yep.
Yeah.
Today is new. Tomorrow is even newer. Let's go.
That's right.
Yeah, and there's really no excuses. Like if you get the skills and you apply them,
right?
There's no excuses why you can't do that too. If an 11-year-old can do it,
Yeah.
then why do we
Yeah.
think that we can't do that if we just apply the skills and the knowledge that you can learn? It's all about the skills and the knowledge that you learn. So if there's something that you feel like is holding you back, if you're a single mom, you're a mom, you have young kids, whatever it is, that you can get these skills, just as we've had so many clients.
And dads too, by the way.
And dads too. Can't forget the dads.
Sometimes we need more skills. I often tell April in Proverbs there's 31 chapters. Well, the first 30 are for the men. The last one is for the women, because we need a lot more instruction than the ladies.
Yes. The thing is, sometimes the men take a little more convincing.
I came willingly drugged to the first event.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are. Not just coming and getting these skills because you've been a very successful businessman, but how to really apply even the finance side of it and paying off debt and how to accumulate wealth, not riches, to make a lot of money, but how to accumulate that for your
riches
future
is
and
one
legacy.
thing, wealth is a whole different level.
Yeah.
And it's thinking
That's
through
right.
that where you have legacy wealth and things. And you know what? We teach this and so much more. And I want to personally invite you to First Steps to Success, to come with us on this journey so you can find the freedoms you deserve, so you can get the wealth. You know what? We have people sitting in the chairs that just short time ago didn't even know how they were going to pay their next bills. Came to the event on a credit card, didn't know all the answers that were going to happen. Kind of fast forward 18, 24 months, millionaires, debt-free, marriage is healed. It's not miraculous. It's going to be a lot of work in those period of time, but plugging in and staying input, give us a year of your life and you won't recognize it when you're done.
That's right.
And Carmen and Jackie O'Quinn are master trainers like none other, and they are committed to your successes. We are every person at Destiny Global and our community. We do one thing. We celebrate each other's successes, and we want you to be successful. We want you to join us.
That's right. And that is April 12th through the 14th in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
Information is below. Click on the link. Get your ticket so we can see you there. Want to see you there. Get your hotel room too. Do it today.
Yeah.
Don't wait.
Don't wait because tickets are selling out in the room.
And
block,
Albuquerque, New Mexico in April is phenomenally beautiful. It's a hidden gem in the United States, by the way. One of the hot air balloon capitals of the world. So
yeah,
I want to see you there.
Time this spring to come and really get the skills that you need to transform your life. So we would love to see you there. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Coffee with Ken. And share.
Tell everybody,
all your friends, so y'all can come watch the next episode of Coffee with Ken. Thanks for joining us.
See you soon.
See you, gang.
Bye.